Hello, and welcome back to World War I, where we are so close to August. This has been our Pacifist Germany campaign. Basically, we are so good at this game that we always win playing as the central powers, that is, because in the early days of the war, Germany has such a tremendous advantage that you're able to push all the way through to Calais, and with some clever maneuvering, likely get Paris and basically knock France out of the war. They don't quite give up right away, but once you get past Paris, they lose so much of their industrial capacity. On the other side, Russia is also really loose early, and usually the early days of the war, you're able to knock out Warsaw, remove all this production, siege down some of these forts, and probably push through most of the Baltics as well, and be, maybe fighting over this river, maybe still dealing with the marsh. Like, it's not like a cakewalk or anything, but by the time Russia gets this level of forces on the front line, you're pretty much halfway to Moscow. Similarly, when you're pushing them that hard, the Ottoman Turks are able to push into the mountains here and kind of threaten the Caucasus region. But anyway, all of that said, we're just chilling. Because France is still up and so strong, England has been able to reinforce Cairo, Egypt, so this is also a problem, but at least now we have a tile of the Suez, which means that no more British supplies can come through. In terms of the south, there's been some minor naval engagements here and there. There's some annoying submarines out here dealing a little bit of damage or whatnot, but we've pretty much sunk everything save a couple British submarines and the Russian submarines. So there's 2 submarines out here. Other than that, we are good to go and start harassing maybe even the Royal Navy. We can't take on the whole thing, like they have way more dreadnoughts and heavy cruisers and stuff than we do, but we can actually pick off stragglers if the AI is, a little bit dumb about where they put them. And killing any of that will really impact morale. We start with the 125%. Once you get below 100, things can start to go sour. So you get that war enthusiasm at the start of the war. And because the fighting has been so light on the Western Front, we haven't really degraded anybody's other than the Turks, who just don't have the same level of manpower as Germany. Anyway, all that said, looks like we have some planes and whatnot coming in, a lot for Germany, a couple from Austria, even one for the Turks, which we plan to put in the Caucasus region. And the Germans are loading up with some infantry because it is pretty much time to push into Russia, I would imagine. France is still going to be a hard slog, but they're redirecting a ton of their resources into Italy since Italy joined the war. And I think that's going to open this up a lot. So I'm not sure where to push hard. There's kind of 3 fronts: Italy, France, and Russia. And if we look out a little bit further diplomatically speaking, we've got Bulgaria and Romania looking to join in the war here. So one of the things I want to make sure we do is get this Austrian cavalry kind of headed this way. So otherwise, everything there is ready to go. Let's go into the south here. I'm pretty sure if we talk about the Ottomans, they have 28 ammunition, so we can absolutely start slugging some shells over at our opponents. This fortress sucks to attack, but it is on the corner with all of our units, and it's garrisoned by a garrison right now. Garrisoned by a garrison, if you believe that. So let's keep pushing on this corner as hard as we can. And we took a tremendous amount of casualties. Actually, no. With that last attack, we kind of leveled the score. But basically, really hard to push into this fortress. And the real problem here is that he can, this turn, say, oh, the fortress is a little bit low. I'm going to move this out and move this infantry in which case he pretty much locks up this front line. But if he doesn't do that, wouldn't that be something? So let's reinforce this. A lot of these garrison units we really don't need here anymore. So what I might do is start shipping them. The problem with shipping them is that this trek here takes forever. It's just as good to delete this unit and train a new one. So I'm going to delete this unit. I'm going to delete this Gaza unit. If something comes down and takes Gaza, we're so dead. But, like, how could they, you know? So you bring you up here. The cavalry's pretty chillin'. Yeah. So with Turkey, do we think that we can push the next region, which would be up here? If so, what would we need to do it? Right now, we have the ability to do this movement, which is a slight cutoff. So I'm wondering if that might be enough. We step forward here. Can I undo that? No, we didn't get additional information. Yeah, let's move forward and crush this plane. This unit can finish them off. That's pretty sick. I don't want him to feel like he can move anywhere. So let's move out this way and this way. And now, like, the game is on. Let's, with Turkey, get a garrison and an infantry and just quadruple down on this front line and start pushing it. He, to save this unit, needs to move him to here and needs to move this unit down, which I'm hoping is going to pull them out of their entrenchments and really make them weak. The fact that we got, like, an alpha strike on that plane is a huge value for us. So that's the Turkish front. Italy is a little bit complicated, so let's talk about here. We have a little bit of a breakthrough starting with the Austrians. The Austrians do not belong in the same camp as the Germans in terms of being pacifist. They are able to cross the border. Somebody mentioned that we invaded accidentally with the Germans. And they said that we did that here between Krakow and Przemysl. You are technically an invader. Look, this is just like a diplomatic embarrassment. We're going to move back. That's absolutely so true. We stepped too far forward there. He got dug in. It's literally the 1900s. Not only is it the 1900s, it's 1915. The surveying was just a little bit rough. We were informed that that was actually occupied territory, and we stepped out. We're so awkward that we invaded another country accidentally. We are pacifists. We would never do that. This infantry squad has 0 efficiency, so let's hit it. And then I think we just keep the march going, and we try and finish it, and we step forward. I didn't actually mean to step forward there. So just to make sure that they can't cut off that unit from supply, I'm going to throw a plane all the way up here. Okay. Now that is a breakthrough. There's like nothing behind that unit. I don't have anything here to push. Like those are my 2 like actual infantries. So let's make sure that this guy can never come back. This artillery can only hit one thing. Austria has a lot of ammo, so fire away. The Germans, I mean... I'm so pissed. I moved this guy first. I should have done that attack first. Because now I can't follow it up in a meaningful way. We can move like here and here, though. And then again, this is where even having like these Germans would be very helpful. This is technically Austrian land. Let's go here. I'm worried about this infantry coming back, but I don't think that they can. Not fast enough. Looks like we can't do a damage to anyone except this guy here. I'm going to start harassing this infantry on this side. I think that we need to slow them down. In terms of Austrians, I know that the Austrian Air Force is building up here in Innsbruck, and they're going to be raiding. Nothing else to deploy this turn. These guys are chilling. I won't even attack. Wait, this tile is technically German land. If I had the forces, I would love to attack this man, but I cannot. Over here, the Dreadnought fires on these units to keep them low. This air unit bombs them. We are losing capacity there. We attack you. We try and keep you from being able to recover. And it looks like we have another plane back here. So that's pretty cool. Let's do a little swap here to get our strong squads able to attack the same unit. You have 1 efficiency, you have 0. Okay, we're doing really good damage there. Let's heal the one that we shifted. This cavalry, I'm a little bit pissed that I didn't put it down here to attack this infantry, but I don't think that there's enough support here for that maneuver anyway. You have a general up here. So what I can do is move you up into here and move this cavalry to this front. And now if something happens, we can plug some gaps. And it looks like we can get a little attack on this cavalry. We actually took more damage than we dished out there. So that's a little bit nasty. Don't love that. No, don't love that at all. Let's keep maneuvering our fleet over here. Looks like there's nothing to be seen. At least not in, like, the North Sea. So that's overextending. Any further would be bad. But, like, you know, let's go check out this Dutch port over here. Nothing really going on. Start bringing some units back here and here. I mean, I did want some units out here, but the British subs and stuff are actually kind of nasty. We hit them with our blimp last time. It was the only way for us to really get some damage on them, it felt like. And this guy here, I'd love to cycle him out. Maybe next time I'll actually send him to port and bring back this pre-dreadnought battleship. Okay. Next up. What is next up? What do we need to do? You're chilling up here, but I don't think there's anything I don't want you to go any further. Next up, I can't push with the Germans. We still have a peace. We are allowed to push to get our land back. Oh no. This was a border incident. This is actually Russian land. So we attacked a unit that was illegal. We're making a lot of infractions here against the Russians with this June date coming up on the 1 year. It's really making us look like the aggressor. And, you know, we wouldn't want that. So I wonder what's going on. Let's start attacking their cannon. And you got quite hurt there. You're at 7 efficiency right now. Still, I think you're fine to just chill out for a turn. Alright, now here, there were some pushing on this unit here in the center. Let's keep bombing Venice and the French reinforcements. We could attack into Venice, or we could concentrate on this unit here. I think we keep concentrating on this unit. Do a little shuffle. And yeah, we ended up doing 3 damage and taking 2. I mean, that's pretty good considering that we're on the offense. I think I over-deployed garrisons to this side. So let's go ahead and our way back over there with the Austrians. This horse is making its way there. This garrison can come down. I mean, I actually thought we were going to have to fight a front line like this, but it really consolidated into a 4-tile to 5-tile mess, which really gives us a benefit here. Like, Switzerland not being in the war is nice, because he has lower frontage than I do, just by the fact that it's a funnel. Germany has some production. If we're going to be going on the offense, I think we keep buying infantry. And that's pretty much it. The French front, we're not allowed to invade. The ocean, we've done a movement on. Here, we had bombed Taranto. And we could go bomb Messina. Oopsie. Yeah, we'll just go kind of hang out and bomb a couple of Italian cities. It's at 3 right now. We'll see after the end of turn calculation if that gets reduced. We saw the British Gallipoli invasion force leave, and we sunk a lot of it. So we're just gonna delete our Gallipoli man and put that guy back. I could step out of the city, but that seems dumb. Yeah, I think we're good. I would say that we are good. Ooh, okay, some more pressure. You're on camera. Some good shuffles here. I mean, they pressured us on that corner, but they really didn't get much out of it. We're going to have to rotate that unit because their efficiency is so low. But I'm really curious what the Italians are going to do. Okay, looks like they moved a cannon on the front line. How strange is that? Oh, sorry. You're so funny. You don't hide at all when you do that. I hope you know. Alright, and there's a huge withdrawal from the Russians. So that was pretty much expected, but are we into July or into August yet? I don't know how much the calendar moves forward on any given turn. But man, the AI is thinking hard. They've purchased 4 French cannons, and now they brought a ship in to harass. Italian navies are rolling all over the place. I don't really want to go any further out because I feel like a lot of the Italian navy is probably sitting at port. So like running around to chase them is probably going to hurt us more. We reduced Messina from a 3 to a 1 by engaging in some bombardment. Oh my god, there was a infantry here. We could finish them off. We didn't, but we could have. Let's keep bombing Venice, and they didn't rotate this guy out. Interesting. I mean, we could plunge into there with the cavalry, but that doesn't seem really intelligent. So let's just go, get the kill. And then what? And then I guess we move this cavalry up, even though, like, we can't do much of an attack. We might be able to, like, degrade them with a couple of air attacks. We did lose a ton out of that squadron. Holy. The interception of all of these planes. I mean, they lost some planes too, but still. Let's attack the cavalry again. We bombed Venice, so not bad. The Italians weren't yielding to let the French in, and then we punished them for it. So we've actually made some ground here. Which, I mean, it's nice. You could run to here, and this is technically Romanian, but where I want this cavalry to be is in this mountain range to cut off the railroad so that the Russians can't do fast reinforcement action. So he's doing that, which means that it still makes sense to like train over some more units as we kind of like, ooh, wrong unit. As we demilitarize the Italian front a little bit. We just need the troops so much more everywhere else. Are we not getting planes, like upgraded planes soon? I thought that we were. One second, I have to step away for a moment. All right, we're back. This is this front with our little breakthrough. So let's see. What can we do with this plane? I really thought, if I go to research, where are you, Austria? Like, you must be close. 1 turn. 2 turns on aircraft. Okay. We have a lot of extra resources this round, though, so that's really nice. You're down to 4. Let's hit this infantry, because he's a little bit spooky. We'll hit him with the bombard as well. Actually, I think that we were ready to upgrade our artillery to gas attack. And that's what I had thought about last time. I think we even have a artillery in production. Yeah. Still, as much as I want to do gas attack upgrades, I think I need to just keep the pressure onto this unit. He did hit this fighter squadron, which is what I would have done, mind you. So let's hit this guy as well. Can we put a little bit of pressure there? And then let's retreat. And I'm going to have to bring these Germans over. This is not invading enemy land. Don't worry about it. I don't know what you're being upgraded with. Let's go as deep as we can into enemy lines and attack this guy, because I have a feeling he's going to retreat and we can just chase them down. So we're like absolutely breaking through here. And then I think that hitting this infantry makes the most sense. Okay, you need to get fixed. I don't think attacking is going to make sense. So let's get you fixed. I mean, this one could come down to here, but that would leave a big gap in our line, and that is terrifying. So let's just repair the front line. Let's not worry too hard about it. And it is July 22nd, so next turn we can invade land. For now, we cannot. So let's step forward with this infantry here. Boom for 3. Boom for 4. I could kill that squad right now with this cavalry charge, but I'm not allowed to. I wasn't allowed to attack over the border last time. Otherwise, I meant to swap these, but whatever. We're gonna continue. See, you're defended right now, so I don't really like. I don't like our chances. We can come down into the channel, but like, I just know it's not a great idea. We'll do this. And we are now kind of zoned out here. Yeah, you can stay there. Alright. Germany. Oh, these are just normal infantry, or garrison units. So let's hit him. Let's keep hitting you. Let's keep hitting you. Let's hit you. I mean, the planes are doing what they gotta do. This is a great opportunity to fix this guy. And upgrade him with that anti-air fighting. Now, let's pressure this guy. And this is where we want to bring our cavalry and start hitting a little bit harder. And with that, we can shift in more units and do a little repair. Our generals are a little bit further away from this front. We don't have coverage of this unit right now, so I am going to bring you in. And now we're kind of just chilling. Down here, all of those movements have been done. This guy is out of supply, which is funny to see because he's not even in a war anymore. And the Egyptian side, they left this guy in there. Let's see if we can get into that tile then. Yeah. Ismailia captured. Not bad, son. Not bad at all. So that's good. Then we come up here, and there we go. See that red dot? He is out of supply. Even our garrison unit can break its rules, apparently. They're not expected to delete units, so they can invade away from this city. It's kind of interesting. We do have German fighters ready. That's one thing to consider. But yeah, he put a cannon on the front line. Like, what the hell? We'll take that tile, though. We'll get a little closer. And then... okay. We... oh god. We triggered a response. We had a status quo with the Russians. We don't attack them, but they don't attack us. We attacked them, and they deployed so much down here. Holy. Okay, well, everything that comes out of the Turk production line is coming here. We may as well get another infantry in the production, because this is messed up. I mean, I'd love a cannon at one point, but I don't know that we're ever going to have enough money to afford it. Even the shells are expensive. Do we have research in cannon tech? We do have one. And this is our dig-in. Well, we'll see how that goes. Alright. So this side here is all done, right? We've done all of here, all of here, all of here. We look into this sector here. This guy is still alive, unfortunately. Italian front is where we actually started, but we didn't do this attack. I had meant to do that one. We're attacking from the mountains. Or no, from a city. Yeah, okay. So that works out. A lot of extra garrison units in reserve. Digging trenches through the mountains. So, that's awesome. Over here, it's still not August. There's been some tension, but we're going to just keep harassing artillery squadrons, I would imagine. Air raids. Aerial bombardment has caused widespread panic in city. In addition to material damage, the resulting panic has an additional impact on morale and productive output. Oh, wow. So using the air bombs are good. It's suiting us well. Gas attack, a bombardment on leash. I don't want to waste German ammo. They don't have infinite ammo. In fact, I'm going to go in here and instead of actually produce more units, I think we're going to go into management and buy the... Well, actually, no, we're at 20 ammo production. So that means that we should be good. We should be good. Do we have a German cannon coming? No. Okay, well, let's fire every turn. This will screw up Liege. And then, like, we're going to use slightly more than 20 ammo just because we have a bunch of ships and other things. But for now, that's nice. So here we are over here. We're attacking. Here we are, primed to go. Where does the German Air Force go? That's the real question right now. Like, we're already ripping away here with a ton of planes. Down here, there's already some support. In here, there's a little bit in Italy. Part of me thinks you just keep throwing down over here, and that gives you coverage with our ace. And now we're ready to, like, really push into France. We've got an insane air force. I'd love to get bombers, but well, what can you do? Management. Do I need an ammunition? No. Research. Do we need more research? I mean, research is looking pretty sick. I do love infantry research, though. So let's get one of those. And then production. I have a bunch of infantry in the pipeline already. An armored car, I mean, I just don't see it being that useful. Armored trains are kind of interesting. They cost 25 and take 3 turns. I might build a train just for fun. I don't see them being that useful, but we do have the railroad gun. Oh no, railroad cruiser's next. We have industrial train design. So, like, you know, I don't know. It seems fun. Let's go to the next turn. Calculating. I mean, it feels like we're about to start breaking through on every front, no? Oh, we didn't cycle out that German out of the Metz and Strasbourg. And they have a lot of artillery that can hit him in a single round. I just don't know that the French have enough like, ammunition. You know? Oh, that's interesting to put the Belgian car there. I guess they want to see how deep our lines are. They're putting so much emphasis, though, on Italy. And I think that's a little bit crazy because France is now under threat. There's a cruiser down here for the Brits, but I don't know what's he going to do. Start bombing Gaza? Beirut? He did cut us off, which is fine. We can just step back one step. But, like, they are... Like, we did a really big thrust, but we just didn't have the troops to support it. And now he's going to be able to fall back to this new front line. We might be able to catch things in, like, a Warsaw pocket and really get them out of supply. But my understanding is Warsaw is actually considered a capital that can provide supplies. It has a star on it. It's not just a circle. So it needs to fall. It is August. It is the start of August. Wow. Well, let's start down here. We're going to do every front and come to them last, I think. So artillery level 2, just to confirm. It says we can get upgrades, okay, for the Turks. But if we look at the Turkish technology, that's because they can get anti-gas mask stuff. Right? All these countries have gas masks to prevent the gas effects of one. It's not that they have... Oh, and they have air attack. So yeah, so you can see the air attack up. I don't need to stop to do some upgrades for some air attack. I am happy to continue bombarding. Now, I'd like to repair you. I have some full strength units nearby, though, that I'd like to use, but... Port Said, we just hit it. We can hit it from 2 angles now. I guess we can start hitting on this garrison unit. Force him to repair or move out. This cavalry, I think, would be better placed up here. And then we get this infantry in here. And now this reinforcement action is just so much better. And we could do some attacks. Let's do 1. And that one actually went really well for us. We got 2 damage. And we did 2 damage, only took 2 back. So far, so good. I'm going to go ahead and lose this Beirut guy. If they start deploying in our rear, then so be it. We can move you up to here and start attacking. That doesn't sound that great. Are you now free? No, you can't even... Like, this guy literally can't move because he's been uncoupled from his city, so it doesn't know where he's supposed to be. This guy is not a ground defender, but he is in the rough. This is a lot of rough terrain. So we might be able to take advantage of it. Just digging in is not... 7 defense, right? Whereas, like, an infantry squad has, like, 20. Yeah, you're gonna die if you stand here. This was a good scouting thing, but... no more than that. We attack, we lose some units, fine. We'll do a shift, and... even attacking a small garrison, he has such a dig in that he's fine. Oh, I didn't mean to repair this one. Oh, I can't even delete it because I just repaired it. Yeah, just get back to Izum. And there is a squad ready to be a garrison. We're going to deploy them north, and we're going to try and stabilize this. We can't push into this yet. Not till we get a little bit more attrition on the enemy side, or we get up into these mountains and attack from the side. But the front line hasn't extended that far yet. So, not a problem. Okay, Italy. Boom. Always attacking Venice. Now this Dreadnought might be able to get the finish. Yeah, he did. And then this is a pre-Dreadnought. It actually can't get all the way back. So keep harassing. May as well. I mean, how much ammo does Austria have? Like, tons? Like, actually metric tons? So, yep, just keep bombing. Taranto has 1. Cena's to 2. I think it was at 3. We got it to 1. Now it's to 2. So, it's not being constantly harassed, so it's going to heal. Do we have air upgrades yet? No. We're almost there for it, though. You attack air to air, and that might let this airplane get through. Big attack. Big attack. Now we could shift this stuff, but I need one of the Austrian generals to hold this flank down. So boom, boom. No. Bring this garrison in. It's pretty dangerous to have just a garrison in there, but that's fine. For now, we could keep mobilizing this side here. I think it makes sense to do so. So you guys come all the way to here, and well, I can't remove this unit yet, but I will. Up here in the north, we do have an isolated unit. I can't get to him unless I move out, but I can also move him back. So we'll just move him back. And then I can't repair him this turn because he was out of supply. Now, Germany. I think it's finally time for you to be relevant. Charge. Charge. I can't charge out of Krakow. They could just take it. Let's keep punching at this unit on the left flank. And then I've got our infantry thrusted pretty deep at this point, but I think that I kind of need to just reorg. So let's step back. Let's step back. Let's do a little bit of healing. Heal this guy in particular. And then I mean, I could step you up to here, but I mean, look, I'll do some damage on this garrison just for the sake of it, but really this is some love is needed over here, okay? Like something needs to happen, and I'm hoping for that to be the Germans. So let's just do a couple of attacks on this fortress here. Get that unit a little bit softened up. I could push all the way through to there. That threatens Warsaw. And then we thrust through here. So like we're just kind of like pushing through the gaps that they've created because they started to do like a withdrawal, right? So now we can go in and try and finish off a lot of these really wounded squads. Like you're at very low health. You're pretty low. This cavalry comes through and finishes you off. We're not going to chase any deeper, or we could get cut off, but that's fine. We've got a lot of extra garrisons around. Hitting this cavalry makes sense. We've had a couple of border like skirmishy stuff happen earlier, and look at that slip. Now you're actually encircled. Oh baby, look at that slip, just slipping right in. Actually we need to go here. You guys can go back. I mean, we didn't even need these units. I should have just disbanded them. Yeah, look at all these deep trench lines too. Like you can see the pillboxes and the concrete and everything else, but just not needed. So we bring you in just for the like posterity's sake. Like there's no movement that this unit can do. He's surrounded. We've got a lot of reinforcements coming in. You can't leave yet. We could deploy Germans over here, right? Like right on this kind of Warsaw front. We might need more to fill this out, but as this line straightens, it'll at least not require as many units, but then it'll widen as we get into Russia, right? So closing this pocket will make this stronger, and then we push this out a little bit wider, a little bit wider. Is it ever nasty right now, though, in this moment? We still have some bombardments left. So let's soften up these kind of frontline units. Just don't want any of them to have a chance to, like, recollect some of their efficiency. So just keep them harassed. This unit over here still hasn't done anything. We'll keep that side, that flank weaker. I could have hit this cavalry unit because I think this garrison's going to get destroyed. But for now, that's fine. Diplomacy, 15 plus, 15 plus, 15 plus on a whole bunch of things. That side's stagnant. This is slowly grinding it through. A lot of mobility in this area. We just did Italy. Now it's time. Where on this front is there a gap? The gap is up here. It's certainly in this kind of like Belgium front, but we can't even take Liège in our first turn of invasion. That's just not going to happen. So here we're going to shift a garrison onto the corner just so you can stand back. Now what? I think we have to try and kill this corner. So boom, boom, boom. Doing some general attacks on their front line is probably good as well. Just trying to lower mostly everyone's. And then big attack, big attack. Big attack. Step forward. And we should just do some generalized assaulting of the front line. We got a damage there. We took a damage here. We could push out. May as well. We did 1 and 1 there. The attack is on. Oh, I didn't even use this airship. Let's keep this artillery kind of low. And I think I'm actually going to move some of these garrison units up. It looks like if there's going to be any movement, it's going to be up here. So, do I think that this front line is going to push even harder next turn? Maybe. Does it deserve this German squad? Maybe. But I think we can give it the next German squad. For this turn, I think we should really just look at making sure that Warsaw collapses as fast as possible, including the fortress of Novogórsky. So that works for me. Next up, we have to do productions is what's next. So what do the Germans need more of? I'd love for them to just get more research. But, like, honestly, I think that this is a turn for Germany to, like, just get another artillery. We have a lot of stuff going for us. We get another infantry. I mean, I wouldn't mind an airship, but I really wanted a bomber. So, like, where's the research? Where's the German bomber? Looks like bomb racks, you know? 1 turn. So let's just wait a turn on that. As far as the Austrians go, they're about to get their plane upgrade. They already have a cannon on the way. I think that they just need more infantry, air, infantry. Like, honestly, it's time to just mobilize. Germany, you know what? Hold on to your cash. It's fine. And then the Turks have 20. That is enough for another. I mean, the economy of these nations is absolutely nosediving. And that's okay. Because now we actually have the initiative. Like, look how nasty this is. When it does clean up those extra tiles, if you circle them in, encircle them, that's pretty nice. Okay, that's what we expected. So that's 4 rounds of French artillery, all raining down on that poor unit, that poor garrison. What? How nasty is that? How nasty is that? Real nasty is the answer. Okay, they're moving that garrison out and their infantry up. That makes a ton of sense. They have the advantage on this side here. Not only are they defending, but it's 4-3 in terms of tile of front line. So. I just saw a lot of up arrows. That means the Russians got some upgrades. I wonder what they got. Level 3. Anti-air, it looks like, got improved. Okay, so you're now isolated and destroyed. I want to capture this whole circle, but again, I need to take Warsaw or it will give supply. I can charge through like a mad lad. I can even charge through here. So if we do this to here and then rotate in, that's capturing all of this. Oh my god. Time to take Warsaw, baby. Oh, Warsaw has fallen. Do you see the effectiveness of the Germans when you just let them rip? This is after an extra year of Russian preparation. That's the craziest part for me. Is like we were ready, like they were ready for this battle, you know? And now we're just here trying to kick some butt. More bombardment, more bombardment. We're keeping them low. Low efficiency everywhere. So that finishes and deletes that squad. Insane. Insanity. So he's down to 6 health. And then, boom. He's actually dead. This is insane. We're leaving gaps in our own line, but they are so busy falling apart right now that, like, what could they do? I'm gonna finish that squad off as well. Like, he could push in and hit my cavalry or my artillery. Fine. But, like, you have nothing behind you. You have nothing to exploit that gap. We actually deleted the Russian front line just now. We had been playing the game of attrition. We spent a year harassing them with air attack, machine guns, bombardment from blimps, everything to kick them out of our territory. A lot of bombardment and gas from our level 5 artillery unit. Absolutely gross. And my god, it freaking shows, man. It shows so much. It's not even worth attacking to the south because those things are encircled. So it's a good time to move. We did lose this unit, by the way. But it's a good turn to, like, move things around, upgrade. I think we just do this. Boop, boop. They actually get, like, the German cross. Interesting. Yeah, let's harass this, our cavalry. Let's upgrade our cannon. I think that's going to give it gas attack, not just anti-air. This line kind of needs to stay here, and this line shouldn't attack. So I think that we're just, like, here now. Attacking a fortress would be suicide. Especially when all of this... He's going to have some supply from the fortress, but that's basically it. We do have some attrition of our own Air Force on this flank, something worth considering. They are letting us come through, though. Maybe I hit this cannon and this infantry, and I just go in for a little tap. Again, this garrison is, like, kind of doomed. But... And so is this one. But now there's one fewer attack that can go onto that one, which is nice. And this is kind of like our defensive side. We're being offensive in the north. So let's harass the hell out of this guy here. And these guys. So we move you forward now. And we push on that corner really hard. We only have this general, though. Our general's in the wrong spot, I'm realizing. He's not aligned with our offensive troops. Let's get our repair here and here. Let's get our upgrade here. This costs 7. I don't know what we're getting out of it, but a lot of additional attack, I think. So these guys are both at 6. This is a good time to repair or upgrade. You're a heavy cruiser. I'm pretty sure if I move you out and move you in. Yeah, this takes 2 ammunition, but it's a bigger bombard. I could have hit this French unit, though. Nothing's here. I guess the British got their unit away? Not sure what happened. I would really like to push on this guy. Perhaps we start by attacking this garrison that's low. I could have gone for a kill, so that made sense. And then here, we're attacking a little bit onto Venice. I could move the cavalry up, but let's just take this moment to upgrade. I'm not even sure what all the upgrades we're getting are anymore. Okay, that's a little scary. This amount of Romanians just chilling over here on this front line that I hadn't seen. This is the area I wanted to cut off, though. So we'll see if this cavalry can kind of move through the rough and actually get that done without getting cut off. Looks like we're gonna need more Austrians. Okay, I said I would add a German to this front, and I'm not gonna renege. So he's here now. I am gonna add another German fighter as well. And now there's a tile here near this leader. Again, we're all trying to stay in the zone of this this air ace. And then Austria is kind of similar, where we're just going to keep deploying them here. So this air force is kind of regenerating, but also getting attrition. This one here, we purely did regeneration and expansion this turn. And then over here, we have a lot of Air Force that just got upgraded. So they're in a strong position. And then, even though this line here, the Austrians pushed on it and then had to pull back, it's okay because it forced the Russians to kind of swing the door back closed on Warsaw and the Germans to swoop into that power vacuum, but also burst out of that front line hold. Like, look at all these trenches. This Russian front was famously the fluid war, right? This is the static war where nothing moves, and then this is the fluid one where, like, the front lines were changing on a day-to-day basis. Nobody knew what was up. Let's go bomb. Oh, I can't bomb Norwich with a... Oh, I have no ammunition! Okay, good thing. Good thing there's no naval battle right now, because I don't have the ability to fire any of my shots. I should have upgraded Germany's abilities there, but I did not. So a bomber costs 50 and we have 50. I mean, we gotta try it. I'm not sure that I've had a bomber before. Usually I've won the war already. All right, so that's the eastern, or the western front is done. Italy is done. The eastern front is a chaotic mess, but it's also quote unquote done. And then Serbia has long since been conquered. Egypt. We got to keep pushing up here. It's a little bit nasty, but we'll recycle or cycle in some new troops as well. And do a little bit more attacking. I mean, we need to upgrade this fighter, but I figured a little bit of trying to slow down their reinforcing, like, infantry, so they can't just, like, replace the place of this one. Up here, I mean, we're one turn away on the Ottomans getting their stuff, so that's nice. But yeah, I think you need to go to here. And you can start digging in this trench. We actually got a positive hit there. That's nice. And then, I guess you can run the car back now. Now that these things are a little bit more dug in. And we took a hit. Well, that was a mistake. We shouldn't even have tried. Okay, interesting. So, front lines have been established. The Turks have just enough production to throw in another garrison. I could see it being useful. We could extend our line across this entire thing. And if we do get through this choke point, which will take a lot of time, being able to widen out would be nice. I mean, there's a lot of Russians down here that really should be right here. So this is even if this front line doesn't move, it's a success. Let's see it. Let's see it. The British have a battleship above Port Said. They're trying to push on me. They're reforming a line on their fortresses. I mean, actually what they're doing is pretty sensible. They're not suiciding their troops to try and save the ones that we've pinned. They're backing up and reforming their lines on hard points that should be theoretically easier to defend. Whether that's true or not, like, I don't know. Let's see what happens. A British cannon. Oh yeah, they've had that here forever, but they're not using it. The British probably have so much ammunition stockpiled. Same as the French, but... Ooh. Bombardment on the Mets. A lot of cannons being fired. Not all of them. Like, the French did one turn when they fired 4 cannons. All boom, 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 boom. I just don't see them doing the same anymore. Like, I feel like their 40 ammunition was as much as they were ever going to have in one place. Steel helmet. That gives us so much more assault than we had before. Insane. Germany only has 17 ammunition. Oh, we're at 9. Okay. Wait, what? They should have 19. We have 17. Interesting. We already upgraded the cannon, but we didn't upgrade this cannon. So expensive. 7 production to do it. But worthwhile, I would imagine. Let's keep pressuring this corner unit here. If our squadrons get down to 7 health, that's a trigger point for us internally, our doctrine, to do some repairs. Man, we are pushing on this unit, but it does not want to budge. Even though the Mets took a bunch of artillery shots, it's fine. We move you up. There's nothing really to hit here. Like, we took some land, but I don't see us going any further than that. This will give you more ground attack. Okay. We're out of production for Germany. That is scary. We normally don't have this problem. We normally do not. I don't think the train, like the... Well, maybe the rail... Maybe the train would be good on the eastern front. I was thinking the western front, but we've got a lot of ground to cover. So maybe the armored train works out here. I have the ammunition for this. I still can't attack you. We can't repair, so being very aggressive with our units seems sensible. Because we can't, like, spend a time to regenerate. We're just going in for kills. Undo that move. Then... yeah, let's keep the move. We have to make sure Warsaw is protected, but that's not very hard to do. It's like a turn of, like, moving up even. Bombing this makes sense. We took a lot of damage, though. But that finally got its efficiency really low. Yeah. All right, now the efficiency's coming down. Even garrisons are making an impact. Should I attack with the cavalry, or should I save the cavalry for this forward movement? That is the question. Okay, do it some attacks. We're attacking all on the front line here, even if it's bad. Right now, there's no such thing as a bad attack. It all progresses us in the right direction. Kind of like rotating and just hitting him where he's weak. Forcing those retreats. Time for the Austrians to step up. There are more defenses down here. Still, I wanna make sure we're hitting. I want to keep this tempo so high that the, you know, Russians don't have a chance. Not even a chance to, like, hold this back. Attacking on this cavalry seems good. I mean, if they're just getting hammered all across the front line, they won't have units to use to, like, reinforce or bail each other out. Like, their weak points are already coming forward. I'm gonna step back here, either there or here. Probably here. Actually, I didn't have to do that because I have this cavalry unit I forgot about. We'll do an attack. It's fine. He could hurt this guy pretty badly, but I mean, good luck to him. We do have enough artillery as Germany to take a shot here, so let's do that. I was gonna take a chance to move that cannon, but it is not necessary. And now we're moving forward, so all these defensive garrisons at the back are less important than ever. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's a lot. It's a lot of units, man. I want to hold the mountain line if I'm gonna fight. Like, look at this. And now Romania is looking like it's gonna join before Bulgaria because of how the war is developing. Don't love that. Okay, let's bring you to here. You're gonna start digging in right away. The Austrians kind of shifting out of here, I think has been a good change. Let's keep this bombardment going. Push on to Venice. We didn't get a hit. We're stepping forward. I mean, we're making gains. And then let's take this opportunity to just push real hard on their backup reinforcement stuff. But look at all the Air Force they have. Like, this is a bit insane. This is like a scout car on the front line. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, we can't even get this garrison up there. But that's fine. This, like I said, this... Oh, actually, let's move you all the way down to Trieste so that we can potentially get you out of here. We can delete this small garrison. Germany. I mean, I could have fired with this cannon, but I just don't have the ammunition for Germany at all right now. You're going to be ready to be involved. Boom, that's 3 damage there. And yeah, you can't prevent people from coming in, so you may as well come over here, maybe get a little repair. I could buy another plane with Austria. I could also put in some more infantry into the production queue. The Ottomans know what they're going to be doing. They're going to be getting a plane. Probably here, because they can stay here for a while. And an Ottoman troop there. I could have deployed the plane down here, but that seemed a little bit like doubling down where you're tied up. Like, there's not enough space to exploit the extra space. There's not enough space to exploit the space. But you know what I'm saying. Then here, this unit can help finish off this fortress. So, good. This is still a grind. Like, this is going to take a while to punch through. We're getting a tile here. We're getting a tile there. Slowly but surely, like, things are getting wounded. But just don't have enough freaking stuff, man. You have the bomber in queue now, which is nice. Austrians, they have 30 bucks. What do we want to do with the Austrians with 30 bucks? They have a couple of, like, big squads already coming. I think I'm just going to hold on to their cash and let them relax. So, Ottoman... I'm going to risk another damage here just to really, yes, really improve the chances of crossing. So that forces him out of the port. We repair that unit, and now we're out on the front line here, baby. How incredible is that? Now, you, again, I can't even get you up there, so I think this is like... I don't know that we need all these extra units. Like, we're packed in here so tightly. Just seems a little bit crazy. But who knows, maybe once we break through to Alexandria, Cairo, it'll be a little bit more messy, but it is what it is. There's a little bit of an exploit here. He is at 9 because of a previous air raid. So let's do a couple attacks and see where that gets us. Nowhere? Great, I'll go freaking take care of myself in the corner because nothing to be done here. And keep pushing this corner. I really don't want to risk this unit too much, but this amount of pressure on this garrison, he has very few options to get him out. Like, they have to move him back, and then move him here, and I can still finish him. So unless they're willing to move this plane out and this garrison into that spot, they ain't getting out of there. Let's get on one of this mountain with this vehicle, and we're chilling. And we're chilling. So this is done. There's a lot of Romanians, but as long as Russia falls, I mean, we got good movement in every direction. Let's let the enemy take a turn. Oh, I forgot about the fleet we have in the channel. We couldn't even use the fleet. It just looks scary. We don't have the ammunition to actually fire with it. So here he goes, more cannons for France. One of them fired, one of the 4. So I think he's out of ammunition already. They got his convoy in, it looks like. See the London convoy there. I wonder if the British never bought any artillery production, and like that's why they keep moving their cannon away. Like, they used their ships a couple of times, and they were like, oh, we're out of bullets. More upgrades from the Russians. I mean, everything's kind of chilling. Again, the Germans are not getting the ammunition that was promised. I really need this convoy to make it because the Germans need the ammunition. So I can get my armored train all the way through to here. No, I can't. They get upset. It said it could, but then it couldn't. Great. I don't have that much ammunition, so I'm going to take a turn, do a little bit of repairs. What do you have? 2 efficiency. Well, what if we just pushed on you anyway? Well, basically we're getting nowhere. Fine. We don't have a general up here. If I had shifted a general up there, that probably would have went very differently. Step in here and push on this garrison unit. Very good. What about you? They did repair it. I mean, look, let's do an attack. Let's do an attack, an attack, an attack, an attack. And we're really low, but he should be at, yeah, like 4 efficiency now. Even if he keeps repairing, it's going to be reduced effectiveness, and we'll even bring in another unit. Now he should just be all sorts of messed up. Sometimes it's just weight of numbers. Even if we're taking massive losses, our tempo right now is our saving grace. So let's not hesitate to take, like, you know, casualties, because right now we have them on the run. Let's do a couple reps with the movement there. I mean, we don't have it everywhere. It's not like we should be losing troops everywhere we go, but this is a great opportunity to kind of move forward, pressure the enemy. Can't get that infantry. Let's see. So again, both our generals ended up clumped, but there is a general down here for the Austrians, so I think that's fine. I think it's okay if that happens. I think the Germans are still getting a benefit from it, but their performance isn't showing it, so maybe not. Bunch of repairs. Everybody gets their efficiency back. I'll bring this squad down here. One German, you know, garrison can kind of make its way through the south. Again, we could be doing some upgrades for the Germans. But let's wait till we get all the repairs done first. Repair first, upgrade later. So they're moving a couple of these wounded divisions back. Let's do a little bit of air raiding on them. Yeah, it's kind of annoying because now all of that effort is pretty much wasted. Let's repair you. We do have the helmets now, right? So, like, our attacking should be better. Let's just go crazy on you. Love's got me feeling so crazy right now. You're at 7. Just gonna get you while I'm here. So attack 0 for 0. So far, so good. I do not have the German ammunition here. I need more ammunition. Even though I was building up ammunition this whole time, I thought, nah, I'm good. I don't need to spend another $100 on ammunition. I'll buy another cannon. And now, here we are. You know, great. Awesome job. We've got a cannon that we can't use ever. It's just so hard. Just so hard to stockpile ammunition in this game. It just, the incremental cost makes it very nasty. So here we can actually get our breakthrough and get onto their plane. We can start doing some harassment. I think I'm better served just repairing for a moment. And let's extend into the mountains. I don't think the enemy is stepping up right now, but we're gonna just relax. So you get a garrison. Yeah, we're very deployed up here at this point. It's pretty sick. An Austrian cannon. I can see that working for us, and we got a good spot for it. Keep bombing this whole coast. I mean, it's a lot of ammunition to go through, but absolutely, undeniably helping the war effort. We're actually making some gains. Let's make sure that we take a moment to repair as well. And then, yeah, maybe we just weaken this squadron for now. There's a lot of air losses on both sides, right? That's like the tricky thing here. Alright, that's a big squad. Oh, you look different now. Like, see, they have like the helmets and the gray, and then this is like the dark, and then the smooth helmets. These are more like ceremonial spiky helmets. Interesting. Let's upgrade you now that we're here. And this side as well. This is a big offensive unit. And then no one can be repaired? Interesting. I didn't think that was true. Austria. Got a lot of infantry in the pipe, man. I think you can get one more plane. I think you can get one more infantry as well. Like, it's fine. We could have like looked at doing some like submarine warfare stuff, but no. All right, down here, this cannon needs to move forward. This cavalry needs to move forward. This plane needs to get repaired, and then we start the next round of attacking. I mean, we're basically just chilling, right? Like, this is 3-on-3 at this point. He has an airplane. He also has an artillery he's not really using. I have an airplane and an artillery, but I've got better position, and we actually cross the river, which is like the canal. Like, we've got good momentum right now. We don't need more garrison units. Like, this is filled up pretty quickly. We didn't lose anyone. I want it on this hill. Yeah, so that is built up. Like, Romania is ready to freaking fight. I need to keep this city strong. That unit needs to be there. Yeah, let's keep let's keep getting units up here, I guess. Like, these are like, I mean, they're only rank 1, right? He hasn't upgraded them, but like, it's certainly a little bit sketchy. Oh, I actually went way over on this round. I meant to only play one more round or one more turn. If I come in here, I can't even bomb this because I take damage. But I can bomb you. And I can bomb you. And I can bomb you again. And that feels good. But if they have a dreadnought here, it's likely not very good. But now he's kind of blockaded. I'll attack Norwich. I think this ammunition number is not updating correctly. I don't know where or how much ammunition I have as the Germans, but let's go ahead. I don't know where this cannon needs to be. Like, I keep thinking, oh, let's move it. Like, get it on the front line. But, like, my opponent is, like, here. You know? Like, he's lined up between it. So it's in the right spot. I just don't have the ammunition or the priority to fire it. So that is what that is. Let's look around. This guy's scary, but at least I have my fleet aura. All right, I have to end it after this turn. So hopefully I remember to do that. But still, before, let's see what happens. Oh, the Turks actually gained morale. They were at 120 a while ago. I didn't know you could gain morale in this. I thought you would just lose population, you lost morale. I know the Turks had over 1,000 manpower at one point. And then we mobilized a ton of dudes. So that really lowered their manpower pool. Not necessary from losses, though, is like the notable piece there. Thank God the Austrians had so many turns of like low intensity fighting to actually build up an ammunition store. Because now I'm using it. We just got that second artillery piece. Okay, they're moving back a little bit, but the worst part is, though, that those units, I need to give them some defense. Oh, that's not even a convoy. That's not a merchant marine. That's like infantry or something. I need to see what that is. It's an infantry. And he didn't even support it. And then we locked this unit in. So, sucks to suck, dude. We actually got all our ammunition this time, though. Which is pretty sick. And then this convoy made it. So that's pretty sick. This has opened up. Our train line can get through here now. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. This is still nasty. Italy. I mean, we're making gains in Italy, but my God, is it slow and ammunition intensive. Still, we have some good bombards lined up here for the fighter. I don't think I did it last turn, actually. I think I just did these three. But lots of bombardment. You can come down here. And then we get 4 bombards on this coast. I mean, they could send their fleet into the Adriatic, but I don't know. I guess they feel like I have home field advantage in here. And then what do you got down here? I mean, our artillery's lined up. They have this garrison, so there's chances. We got potential. And then here, we're hammering on this fighter, which they put on the front line. So that's something. And yeah, like, this is actually like a solid army, though, from the Russians. If you don't, like, if you consider the fact that I killed a fighter of theirs at the very start of my attack, like, this is, like, actually a good squad. Like, this would have been a good fight. Like, our battle would have been legendary. Instead, it's just chilling. What are the Dneprovsk, Kiev, Rostov? This is the Rostov on Don, right? Okay. Kursk. Sevastopol, this freaking weird muddy place. Odessa. Very cool. Man, I want in on this fortress. I want in on Spretslovetsk. And I want into this freaking city. And you know that's about to happen. But I'm out of time today, so I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.